So this is my final project of a feather, and it basically allows new Twitter users to immediately begin curating content that they actually care to see on their feeds. One thing that I immediately realized when I first joined Twitter is that I didn't know who to follow, and my feed was subsequently super boring. So I figured it would be cool to create flocks, or essentially, packs of people to follow, so that newer users could immediately have interesting content on their Twitter feed, and they could thus see the value add of Twitter a lot more quickly. So as you can see here, it starts off in the About page, which is also accessible on this sidebar, which is also templated across these screens as the requirements state. So if we go ahead and log in, we'll create an account afterwards. We're going to go ahead and see that it leads us to this profile page, and we can go ahead and create a flock. So I'm interested in typography, and if other people are as well, then this flock might be interesting for them. So just to check that the validation is running, we're going to hit create before filling those out, and as you can see here, these fields all get triggered, but these fields that we've already entered in stay as they are. So I'm going to go ahead and click create, and great, we have our session which is validating over here, and we're seeing that our flock typography was successfully created. As you can see here, the titles all add relevant information. This is actual live information, and if we click in, you'll see that as well here, we're getting that live contextual information. So here you can see that you get the list of the accounts that we just created. It identifies that we're the actual user who's viewing this, so it puts our kind of link over here, and if I click, it'll lead to my Twitter. The same thing for over all of these. If I click on any of these, it'll lead to the respective Twitter page. So if I want to actually go ahead and edit this, I can do so. So let's say I want to make the title Best of Typography, and maybe I want to change this to, let's just say I'm changing it to myself for now. Great, so as you can see here, the title has changed. We get, again, that little update at the top, and also the user over here has changed. But let's go ahead and show it what the deletion looks like. Cool, so as you can see there, it was deleted. So let's create another flock real quick so that we can see it on some of the other pages as well. So as you can see here, there's multiple categories. So let's say that I choose, I want to do one in venture capital, for instance. Let's see, who else do we want to add here? I have an actual list, so let's check that out. Cool. So we create this, and we see that it was actually successfully created. And now when we go over here, we can see it in the main home view, where all of these flocks effectively go. And this is cool because actually when you log in as another user, you won't see this edit button, but you'll still be able to see the other person's flock that was created. So let's go ahead and log out and create another account. So let's say that I'm John Doe. And I go ahead and sign up. You can see here we have another account that's created. We can go to the home page. Now you'll notice that the edit button is no longer available. Let's go ahead and leave a comment over here. Let's say, I think you should add Sequoia. I think I'm spelling that right. And if you hit comment, the comment is created over here. Just going to take a second to see if I missed out on any of the other requirements that I was supposed to explain out here. So yeah, we have effectively all of the get and post routes that we needed to, with the edit, the creation, the different views that you have, as well as clicking in and kind of a show screen over here. We have the blade templating, the authentication, the document uses the different title tags in a actually effective way that gives a user extra context. Yeah, everything is organized and consistent, which is probably what took a lot of the time here. And as far as the additional feature, we have these kind of real-time comments. And, just for good measure, we'll go ahead and log back in as myself so that I can respond to John Doe over here. So if I log out and I go ahead back to log in, you can see here also the flocks number has updated, which is nice. If we go to my flocks, open this up, we can see John Doe's comment, and I'll say, hey, thanks. That's a great idea. And the comment comes over here. So effectively, it basically allows for people to really quickly start getting into their Twitter pages. And yeah, overall, the project was a really exciting one, and I learned a lot through it. And hopefully, I can kind of work out on some expanding of features. I think one of the things that I really would love to do is, for instance, when you're creating a flock, maybe allowing you to enter in an emoji, because as you can see over here, right now I'm just using a substring to get that first letter, but I think, a la Notion or something like that, it would be great to get emojis over here. Same thing for the profiles, getting a little bit more information over here. Maybe there's a description or a bio, as well as, allowing people to, if they want, instead of just visiting your individual page, allowing you to visit their respective profile within this service. I guess one other thing that I'll show is I didn't show creating a flock from the point of view of another user, so I'm going to go ahead and log back in as John Doe so I can show you that really quickly. Cool. Let's create one real quick. Oh, let's actually... Sorry. Yeah, so let's go ahead and create this flock really quickly. Let's say that we choose another art and design one. If we go ahead and add in some of the handles here. Did I get all of them? There's no underscore there. Cool. You can hit create. Populates under our flocks, and what we'll see here is that we're able to edit this one, but we can't edit the one that Recreation created, who was the other user in the page. So basically, we have all the functionality that we needed. Just to make sure that I showed this, I'm not sure if I showed it in the previous recording, which I deleted or not. Again, you can kind of like change the titles, all that type of stuff. Great. Sweet. I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much.